now game 11, where we've actually had a lot of change arounds over the last second. We've had to have a few fillers on both Survivor and Killer brackets for this game 11. As it is, JT is the only Survivor who will be competing for points on the leaderboards in game 11, and likewise on the Killer bracket section, Costco is going to be the only competing killer. What is Costco going to go? Costco's going to go Doctor.
Ooh, interesting.
Now, we've already seen one Doctor play, at least from this round of the Star War, which was from Apex, and he got 32k in his game. So, I wonder whether Costco can... or he's found someone already going into the Asylum. Which Claudette is that? That is Mikkel, who did get into Tier 1 Manus, but was past the window before he could get shocked. We got JT on one gen, we got Equing on another, we got Reborn searching through a chest. We had 3 Claudettes with Equing playing as his trusty Dwight.
Off to a good start, I believe.
And Reborn is trying to be evasive, but not making a good job of it. She takes a shock attack and then a combo attack from Costco. Now Mikkel and JT both working on the same gen. We got Equing solo operating a gen on his own. Oh, did Reborn make a mistake? She tried doing a 360 juke, did not work, and Reborn is down. And there's a hook very close by as well. This should be a quick and simple hook for Costco. And he already sees Mikkel and JT. And JT failed a skill check.
Oh boy.
And Equing is going to pop that gen. I think he was considering whether to 99 or go for the pop. He went for the pop. And he's now following Mikkel as Costco. He could have easily decided to go for JT, who went for the hook rescue. Oh, and he just got a hit on Mikkel, who decides to taunt Costco for that. And Reborn finds a spooky medkit. JT and Equing very eager to spectate and see what she got. Oh, she gives it to Equing, who then drops it, and well, now JT gets it. Bit of a swap around there. JT and Equing both working, well, JT working the gen, Equing trying to show off with his moves. Reborn just failed a skill check on one gen. That was the same one that JT and Mikkel were actually working. Costco's still chasing Mikkel, who's now looping him around. Oh, and he got him great with that vacuum pallet there. Got him something right into the stun.
Oh, that worked out wonderful for him.
Indeed, yeah. I think Mikkel is just having himself some fun here, as he usually always does when playing Survivor. And that's a shock onto JT, and Equing finally in Tier 1. And Costco did the sensible thing there. Even though he didn't land a shock attack on Equing, he did go right back to punishment mode and get the hit on. And there's no pallet there. Can Costco get to him in time? Oh, he just about got him with a tip. Another gen has been popped. And Reborn is right behind that Doctor and tries to run in front. Are they trying to body? Are they going to try and body block? Yes, they are. Reborn takes the hit. And now she's the one being chased again. And Equing goes right off the hook. Mikkel is searching in the basement for a brown medkit. JT is getting some much needed altruism points. Reborn.
Sabotage coming right up.
Reborn trying to be evasive. I don't think she's got anywhere else to go, and catches up and gets her down again. This is going to be Reborn's second hook. JT's very close to popping this gen though, and he's going to do it because Costco's the other side of the map. And they've just dropped another med kit.
I believe this is the first hook of the game, if I paid attention.
And
Or not.
Well, Reborn's first hook, you mean?
Yep.
No, that's her second hook.
Well,
He's trying to shock JT to tier 3. He's already in tier 3, man. As Costco, you can switch back to punishment mode now. And he was too far away from JT to get that hit. And JT got him again with that balance.
yeah, what Costco tried to do here is prevent JT from throwing down that pallet with his shock attack. However, it did not work out in his favor.
And Equing is following Reborn into the basement, but they find themselves there, but there's nothing there. The chest has already been looted. And JT's managed to heal himself. He's managed to get out of tier 3 and heal himself, and Costco's not on his trail. And if he finds Mikkel instead. He's having a real trouble trying to get a shock attack on Mikkel.
Well, he does need that deviousness.
Reborn and Equing are just sort of running around in circles at the moment. Oh, it gets Mikkel down. Mikkel tried using the window on the right hand side of the asylum. And JT is right behind Costco. And they're all coming up here. They're all suddenly going into maximum ultrism mode. But they didn't get ahead of him to try and block. And he's...
I believe 2 body blocks would have saved him here.
Actually, 1 body block might have been enough. If someone had actually just got into that doorway. Oh, he tried searching closets, and what is going on? Gets a hit on Equing. He does get Mikkel off on the hook. They're all around here. And Reborn is healing Mikkel behind a tree, really not that far away from the doctor and the other 2 survivors. And Equing decided to play it safe by just dropping a pallet before Costco could get in time, but there was no stun.
That is safe and sorry.
Oh, Equing does go down though. I don't know if he managed to get a pallet stun at the same time, but Equing has gone down. Oh yeah, it was Mikkel who was with us. Yeah, so. Oh, JT thought about going for that hook rescue. I think JT's the only one who hasn't been hooked yet. Costco's stomping on a generator with treatment mode active. Did he see someone? He's seen Equing, and he's also got eyes on JT, but he wants to go for Equing for some reason. Gets him down. And yeah, I think Equing was the last one on the hook, so he's leaving him be. You can hear someone rummaging for a chest, at least I could certainly hear it. I don't know if Costco acknowledges that. And he's found Reborn again, who's, wasted a spray boost on... What is Reborn doing? I think she's gonna, yeah, she's been picked up. She's gonna bow out early on this occasion. Mikkel and JT both working on gens for the core points. That's Reborn dead. At least in this game, her points don't really matter so much, so I don't think she'll be disheartened by any means. Costco's deviousness is not that bad, but for a doctor, you'd still expect more than just under 5k at this stage.
Then again, with 3 survivors still alive, there's a lot of room for him to get those filled up.
Indeed. They're all beckoning. Every survivor is pretty much beckoning Costco to chase them. He does get the enough DBs out to get over 5k. Oh, well, JT came around the corner to get the pound stun. That was rather cheeky by reigning Bloodbath Survivor champion. But Equing does go down. How did that happen?
Oh,
Did he run around? I think he must... Yeah, Equing must have come out the window, run around, and then Costco decided to go back outside and meet him there. Probably
exactly
didn't expect him. That's Equing dead. So 2 survivors remaining, and it's just JT and Mikkel. But they are combining, at least. They're using their in-game hand gestures to sort of point each other the right way and get some gens done. I don't think JT's been hooked once yet. And Mikkel, he has been hooked, but only once. So they're not that close to death just yet. Mikkel's got to be careful though. He's cleansing a totem. He's very close to tier 3 madness. And JT has been spotted. But Costco eating yet another pallet stun from JT, who's now somewhere in the region of just under 6k boldness. He is tier 3 madness though, so he's snapping out of it. And that's extra survival points which help towards his cause, and he's deliberately making himself seen by Costco.
oh, that was close.
Yeah, well he has been shocked again. But only after putting a pallet down and delaying Costco even further. Mikkel working a generator that's almost halfway. And Costco again still giving pursuit, even though JT's come out. Oh, JT double backed. But Costco eventually grew wise to it. JT taking a hit. Mikkel has just reached 5k objective. The thing about JT though is that even though he's injured, he's not a tier 3 madness, so he can just go away, seek cover, get more survival points. Whilst Mikkel, on the other hand, has been found and been injured, and he's tier 3 madness.
Especially with that mad kit, he has one free self heal, which is gonna work out just fine for him.
If JT's points go well, assuming he makes it out and maxes the other categories, he's on course to score about 30k points this round.
Which is indeed a really good score as Survivor, considering that it is really hard to gain survival points.
Yep, and he's getting more objective points. He's working on the gen. Meanwhile, what's going on with Costco and Mikkel? Well, Costco has seemingly lost Mikkel, and Mikkel is using as much of the remaining spooky medkit that was on him. And JT pops the gem, but JT has been spotted. And he's now tier 3 madness. Oh, he tried the 360 juke, it didn't really work out. Mikkel, on the other hand, is getting a door open. Getting one of the exit gates open. And he can see it. And JT can see it from a distance. There's the one behind the shack. What JT needs to be careful of, though, is is the basement here? Yes, it is. And he had to get out of it. And Mikkel goes down. Now Mikkel has gone right down by basement. He's taking him down there. So what's JT gonna do now? Well, JT's got max bonus points at least. Now, if he hasn't got max altruism points, he's very likely going to... Oh, he ran out of his medkit, so he's currently injured. He's going to try going for it. He's seen the crows from JT. He's seen the crows. Oh, gets a great stun. Is he going to try and make a bolt for the exit gate? Oh, he thinks he went out. And I think JT... Oh, the gate hasn't been fully opened. And JT goes down! Unbelievable! The gate wasn't fully open.
This is not gonna be to his liking.
That is a 4 kill right there for Costco. And that was JT's first hook.
Ooh, that means no more struggle points for him.
I don't think Costco has actually managed a 4 kill so far until now this league season.
Personally, I can't tell. I haven't observed the matches that came after mine, to be honest.
So JT was the top scorer for Survivors with 22,224 points. Mikkel with 15,843. Equing with 11,876. And Reborn with 5,348.
Oh,
Costco coming home with his doctor with 30,379 points. It's only been going for about a minute or two, so yeah. But Equing has gone down, and suddenly he's getting punished a little for trying to showboat in front of pork chop. And he got Equing on a hook quite comfortably before Equing could wiggle out, and Porkchop was designed to place a trap in a what to me initially looked like an unusual spot. I mean, yeah, it's just right out in the open, and people could see that.
We'll have to see how it works out for him. Maybe it's part of a devious master plan we all just failed to realize.
Now the thing is as well is that in the Bloodbath, JT had an interesting play whenever he was up against trappers, which was to deliberately waltz into traps and then free himself to get survival points. And Equing tried to disarm that trap when he was injured, and so Porkchop just came back and downed him. Now who's this he's trying to get at? This is JT he's now got. So he gets a hit on JT after being juked once or twice. Trap's been disarmed though, and Reborn was the one who did it before deciding to heal Equing, and Equing just goes down. And Mikkel tried hiding behind the hook, but I think Porkchop's not that blind.
We'll have to see.
And Mikkel just came back!
Oh.
And that gives him free leeway to get Equing up and put him on a hook, which is... There's actually one very close by, except he's going for one a little further away when his closest option is eye. Then again, we got to remember he is colorblind, so... And these hooks do have red auras. So I'm not gonna really criticize him for that. Mikkel just ran into a trap. I was very doubtful about that particular one, but, well, it worked for Porkchop, so, you know, full props to him for that. And Mikkel's on his second hook.
I don't know if he was trying what you were mentioning earlier, what happened, and that survivors are deliberately walking into the traps for survival and altruism points.
Indeed. Well, JT comes for the hook rescue on Mikkel. They're both injured. And it looks as though Equing is still wasting Porkchop's time. As well as wasting the pallets. Like, he's not getting stuns on them, he's just putting them down, like, safely. And it seems like the other three survivors are with each other, trying to give each other double rubs. And it's a full reset, everyone's back to full health.
In the current state they're in, however, this could turn into a disadvantage for the survivors. They have one generated. A few hooks have already happened, and if the pellets are all gone, they will only have a few windows left to defend themselves.
So, yes, full resets happened. He's got one trap, though, and he did grab Mikkel out of that trap, so that's a good 1500 Devious points to go with. Like, we all know the Trapper is really a hit-and-miss killer in terms of success ratio regarding traps and whether you land them. Because you can have the smartest trap placement, but even then, like, there's no guarantee because the survivors can still be cautious, they can just avoid the grass. Yeah, like, it's quite a significant amount of luck involved when it comes to survivors waltzing into traps at times, especially, like, really good survivors.
Yeah, a bit of luck is always involved with the Trapper when trying to get those catches in his bear traps. At the same time, one thing the Trapper should try to do is to kinda lure the survivors into his beer traps while being in his face.
Indeed. Do you know what I just noticed? Surprisingly.
Oh. Tell me.
You know how Inyuj was meant to be playing in this match? I've just noticed him loading up this game. No, loading up Dead by Daylight.
Huh.
Oh, and JT's gonna get the flashlights, or not? I thought he would have had that.
A tad too early.
Oh, what happened there? Equing, I don't know if he'd already had his second hook, but it looked like he was on his second hook, and then there's a slight bit of lag, and then he just died right away. Or maybe he was on his death hook already, and it was just a little bit of lag that sort of made it look as though it was worse than it actually was. JT,
Or he got unhooked right when he should have hit struggle state.
JT getting the killer stun. We can hear Reborn upstairs working the gen. We got Mikkel, I think, running behind the Trapper. Oh, but he tries to covertly going over the window and Porkchop turns back. Mikkel takes a rather clumsy hit there, actually. I say clumsy on Mikkel's part. And Porkchop's gone down into the basement. JT's back to full health. Porkchop is there. Gets a hit on the Reborn. Now, where has Reborn actually gone? Because... oh, she's gone to look for Mikkel, and they're healing each other up. And what on earth? Oh, I can see the aura of a trap in Porkchop's hands. And it just looks so weird on my screen.
Looks looks normal for me.
Oh, and JT, I think he probably sensed that there was a trap there, opted not to go for it. And he's just trying to waste as much time. He's going to run into his trap! And that's Porkchop's second trap. Although JT has already got max boldness point. Reborn popping the gen upstairs in the ward.
Yeah, survivors really need to focus on the generators right now, otherwise this will turn out to be a 4K problem.
You can't forget as well, Mikkel is actually on his death hook, and as for Reborn, I'm pretty certain she's been on at least one hook already, if not two. Starts to get JT off. There are two traps though, like one's at least is set. Both sets actually. Oh, and Mikkel just burnt the shack pallet. I know JT especially is an advocate of being very conservative with the shack pallet and only using it if direly needed. And Mikkel's just been found and hit now.
Shack pallet is definitely one of the strongest pallets in the entire game, so there's a reason to be angry about such a waste.
Indeed, yes. Oh, JT needs to run. And here's a 360 juke. Oh, he's run into a random trap! I didn't know there was one there. A Reborn gets caught in a trap too!
Oh my god.
So close to each other. He grabs JT, drops him, then grabs Reborn, and gets so many delicious points in the space of like 10-15 seconds.
Well, they are not going to be happy about that.
Oh, but Mikkel saves the day with a flashlight save to rescue JT.
Thank God.
And JT goes down. Is Mikkel going to do the same thing, I wonder? He is. Another blinded flashlight save. What is going on in this game? I was only Reborn's first up. Mikkel runs straight into Porkchop's face and gets downed. That's going to be Mikkel's death hook.
RIP.
At least JT's got max altruism points as well as boldness. He just needs to focus on objective, and even if he dies, then he's looking at a solid 22-24k performance. I don't think those survivors are expecting those two traps to be there. It's like I said, like that's what makes trappers so hit and miss. You wouldn't think two traps there in those grassy patches would make sense. But Reborn's gone down. If I was JT, I'd be using the time now to find the hatch. And then worry about getting Reborn off the hook, because Reborn's points don't really matter in this regard. JT's kind of got the upper hand here, like he can make a killing in terms of his points and boosting his average.
Exactly, and given the fact that there are still two generators, the hatch is the more promising objective to go for right now.
Oh, JT made noise dropping down, and now Porkchop knows where he is. But he's getting juked relentlessly. JT takes a hit. And Reborn's just given up on a hook.
As she realized that JT won't be able to save her from the hook, so she gave him the hatch.
Question is, will JT find the hatch in time? Because doesn't look as though he's keeping on track with... Oh, he's found his blood trail. But he's gone the wrong way. did see his. Well, I mean, we could see the blood trail from his perspective, but obviously, of course, remembering, Pork Chop is colorblind. JT's found the hatch, and he's jumping in right now.
That's lucky for him.
So JT then, scoring 26,046 points. Mikkel 15,392 points. 11,855 points for Reborn. 5,817 points for Equing. Porkchop getting a very respectable 28,653 points there as Trapper on Disturbed Ward. And that's a quick load. They're all in it. And Rixer, yet again, he is going Myers. He's sticking true to the shape.
We did it.
We actually can have good things at last. Ninja is working the generator inside the shack. The basement, I don't think... I can't see, no, it's definitely not there. So what Inyuj is really the one who's under pressure at the moment. He's the one who needs to get points on the board and come out with a really solid average.
That, and he also has to worry about his internet, so...
I mean, well, JT, Mikkel, and Red, all three of them working on the same generator, and who failed that skill check? Well, all we know is that Myers has caught up to one of those three, and stalking... Who's the Claudette in the green schmuck? Is that... Oh, here's someone else, and that was... Managed to get tier 2 evil win off of JT, actually. And they're constantly going back to that generator. It's Red who's the green schmuck Claudette. But she's giving away a lot. Oh, she takes a hit. She's giving away quite a bit of stalking and deviousness points. Oh, and Rick's disrespected that part at the last millisecond. Not getting stunned by it. I think... Did Red manage to lose him? No, he's still there. She needs to circle back around. Is she gonna make the pallet in time, I wonder? No! She didn't even look behind her and he was actually stalking. And I think Rix has grown tired of chasing Red and just let her be. After all of that, interesting.
Yeah, I thought so. His evil within is on 99 and to chase a healthy survivor to pin down. Well, almost 99.
NJ has found a spooky flashlight, is opting to tinker away at the generator upstairs in the ward, but the thing is that NJ hasn't really joined in with any of the other survivors as working gens, whilst the other three have been working with each other, so NJ's points is going to be at a disadvantage. Oh, and JT made the smart decision there by not going... Oh, he did that window juke as well, where the killer comes over. I don't think Rixer has caught on to it.
Yeah, he's pulling all the tricks now.
Well, Rixer has spotted JT again, but now they're a little bit further away. They're away from the shack now. Oh, and JT tried performing this sort of like a looping around pallet stun, but Rixer kind of respected that pallet hardcore. Sorry about that, I had a distraction.
No problem. There was another pallet attempt, but Rixer again respected the pallet.
Indeed. And, oh. JT has he's now trying to loop Rix around. Oh, he got caught in the corner of the wall there. Had to loop back around in immediate response, but gets a free hit by Rixa.
That's unfortunate.
And he actually got stunned there. I just saw him at the very last second recovering from a stun animation. And JT's made his way into the asylum and is healing himself. Meanwhile, the other survivors are just sort of going on their merry way with the generators. No one's... Is he going to activate Tier 3? Finally, he does it. It's NUJ who manages to juke that hit. Now, will he juke the other one? No, he does not. He goes down and right in front of a 99 generator.
That's gonna go into Rix's liking.
JT momentarily taps that gen to make sure it doesn't fully regress. And he's now chasing both JT and Mikkel into the ward. Red, in the meantime, goes for the hook rescue on InuJ. Rix is stomping on the gen upstairs. That also sounds like it's at 99%. Looks like the survivors have got a lot of map control here with the generators. But JT still hasn't got 5k objective just yet. Despite his earlier co-op attempts on one or two of the generators with Mikkel and Red. Now, Rixa has to build up Evil Within again. He's got a hit on Mikkel. InuJ has found a generator that's only been partially worked. JT cleansing a totem there. It seems like Rix is not being that consistent with keeping a track of survivors in terms of constantly chasing them, but he did find Mikkel hiding somewhere downstairs, and Mikkel did not make enough distance. He went down, and he's going down to basement as well, which is inside the ward.
Unfortunately, Rixer is not at 99 on this Evil Within, so survivors can try to go down there even if it's risky.
Oh, he spotted JT at the last second though, who was about to slip in through the front entrance undetected, but just noticed him at the last split second. And he's trying to stalk him as well. JT's trying to lead him back. JT tried circling around whilst being stalked, and then Rixer thought, oh thank you, I'll take that free hit. But now JT's brought him back to the shack. And Rixer's going to pour more time into him around the shack. I mean, that's not really something you want to be doing. Just giving JT way too many boldness points by doing that, with very little profit for your own points, Rixer. Now, Red is actually hiding in the basement. Of course, terror radius doesn't work in terms of vertical perspective. You know, things like that plus sound localization in this game are all work on a sort of horizontal scale, i.e. you can hear left, right, front or behind you, but you can't hear up or down. And how was InuJ just hiding in that spot undetected? What was that?
Feeling when immersed.
And I can't believe it happened. But anyway, he's hit someone. I think it was Mikkel, and now he's trying to chase him again. Oh, he's finally got it. Got tier 3. Gets InuJ down. Who got the parts done as consolation, but InuJ's now on his was going to be on his second hook and in the basement. And that's the second time in succession that he's gone down because Rixa popped tier 3 Within right in his face.
That sucks.
and JT jumps out the building. But Rix has got tier 3 evil within vault speed. And now JT again is looping around. And I believe that was JT going through the window back inside the asylum. The thing is that Rix has tier 3 evil within. The basement is right in the center of the map. And they're not really giving much incentive for him to leave the asylum right now. They need to create some breathing room. JT is using that now. There is some breathing space, no terror radius. He's gone back to tier 2 evil within. But he's right there by the front entrance, I think. And Red takes the hit as she is fully healthy. Or was. And now Rix is giving chase. Inuj is still hiding in the basement, but he's injured. If he makes more noises and Rixa hears them, he's gonna know, hold on a second, there's still someone here. I think he's heard the voices. He has. He's found Inuj and he goes down. But he knows that Inuj was the last one to be hooked, so he's paying caution to the wind and not hooking it.
All the other survivors healed up again.
Pretty much all the remaining gens are at 99. And now 2 survivors in the basement to double heal Inuj. So sliver of free bonus points as well. Except, oh god, the terror radius is close by. And that's a tier 2 terror radius. Gets a hit on JT. Gets another hit on Inuj. Rixa can hear a generator upstairs being worked. Mikkel did not... Did he drop down, or did he just make it look as though he dropped down but still remained upstairs? Oh well, Rixa did see sight of someone dropping out the window, but it was Red. He's...
To answer your question, he dropped down and climbed stairs back up.
Oh, and that was a late hit, but it got Red. He burned Shack Pallet and didn't even get the stun. It did delay Rixa, but he wisely decides to break down the break down the pallet before going back for Red. He's gonna be found. I'm sorry, she's found again. Rixa, by the way, has got max hunter points, so he's doing really well in that regard. I wonder how he is for brutality. Still not max brutality yet, but this is. Sorry, he was.
Yeah. And definitely not maxed out devious.
No,
I
definitely
don't
not.
know if it's clipped yet.
Like, if you max out Deviousness, you kind of need to get a 4 kill as Myers to do that reliably.
Exactly, yes.
And JT, once again, back at Shack to try and waste Rix's time, except he breaks away from Shack and heads back to the asylum. Like, Rixa doesn't really need to chase. He's done enough to get 8k hunter points long before already. He just needs to start landing more hits and stalking more survivors. And they've left the upstairs gen at 99. Mikkel and Inuj both double healing Red. Oh, and JT just caught a glimpse of them getting a reverse parts on Rixa. And JT's already sitting at 8k boldness points, so he's doing very good for his own score.
Yeah, so far the match is pretty much survivor-sided, and what Rixa needs to do right now is to get one of them. Then again, all the generators are at 99, which would mean that if one of them dies, the other survivors would immediately pop all the other gens and try to get out.
Indeed. Well, InuJ has just reached 8k objective points. So he doesn't need hatch, he doesn't need to open gates in a sticky situation.
Needs to get out.
Yeah, he just needs to get out. Except, he's... God, Myers was right there. Oh no! Oh, this could be InuJ dead. Except no, there's more survivors upstairs. And Ricks are going for some wild swing. Oh, he's picking up InuJ. This is InuJ's. It's going to be his death hook.
This would result in a penalty, however, because InuJ is still the last person he has hooked.
In a sense, yes, but Rixer is filling in as killer. He's not actually competing as killer. But yeah, I mean, that obviously will be looked at. So JT has reached one of the gates. Rixer is back down to tier 2 within. It looks as though he's going to find Red, who's being chased out. She's got to commit to the exit. Or actually taking the sideways route to make sure she isn't being stalked as much. Mikhail's just standing there.
Yeah, and now exactly what I prophesized happened. That one of the survivors down, the others are just gonna commit to the gates.
Mikhail's almost been spotted on a couple of occasions in the last 20 to 30 seconds. Somehow. Not being caught. And, well, JT's found the hatch. Does JT still need more objective points?
I do not know.
Oh, he needs to be careful. Oh, Rixer went for the hit, but not for the grab. That was so close. Unfortunately, the director automatically took the screen away in regards to that annoying spectator glitch. But JT did manage to get out with 25,902 points, 21,477 points for Red. Mikhail has 19,104 points, and InuJ 14,995 points. InuJ missing out on a crucial 20k score at least, had he actually not fallen foul of that last tier 3 evil within blast from Rixer. Never mind about that. Tavion does load up Disturb Wall this time, and it is Myers. I was about to say that if Tavion had loaded up the right map, there was probably a good chance that I might have crashed out anyway during an actual legit round. So maybe in hindsight it's a good thing that I had my crash there and then when the game wasn't actually in session. But anyway, Tavion is on the pursuit for survivors. Red and Mikhail and InuJ are all working the same generator in Shack. However, Tavion is going counterclockwise around the map, and it looks as though... Oh, he's found JT. JT doesn't realise he's been stalked.
Maybe it's just me, but the stream isn't working properly right now.
I don't know, it looks fine to me at the moment. But I can only see from OBS and I can't see from the actual stream itself. But anyway, JT...
Now it works.
Oh, nice. JT was being chased. And Tavion's still trying to get hits in tier 1 Evil Within. I don't know why he doesn't just stalk him. Like, he's losing so much that finally Tavion gets himself that necessary speed boost in tier 2. And well, he's going the right way, he just doesn't realise it until right now. What are the other survivors doing? It seems like Inuj and Red have found another gen, whilst Mikkel is nearby to try and aid JT, I think, who has been hit. Now the thing here is that Tavion, well, he should have stalked a little bit more when he was in tier 1 when he had the chance. Like, JT was still working a gen and not moving. He had a real chance then to get to tier 2 much earlier on, but didn't take it. And JT's just creating more distance. There is a gen that's 99 there. There's a different gen that, or meanwhile, Red and I've been told that the stream's not working again.
It's working now for me.
Alright, yeah, I think, yeah, I was informed by one person, I just don't think they refreshed. But anyway, oh, Red got stalked on, he went tier 3 and Red went down straight away. I think he was anticipating a hit when he was still in tier 2, but Tavion just took the opportunity, did the smart move instead. JT is being currently healed, but they need to worry more about avoiding the one hit down. Mikkel's going into the basement to loot the chest. He's the terror radius, and JT's putting the pallet down in front of him. Tavion's giving chase. Mikkel is hiding. Is Tavion chasing Inuj, or is he chasing JT? He's chasing JT here. He's looping him around here.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that this evil within 3 is wasted before it causes any further damage.
Indeed. And this is pretty much how JT gets almost 8k bonus points every single game. Because he just knows how to waste killer's time and they just keep buying into it over and over again.
Yeah, which is the false approach in general. If you notice that one survivor can run you around for a good time, you should just cut off the chase.
Yeah. Which is the opposite of what Tavion's doing. Now that he's got a hit on JT, which is probably going to feed him with the feeling that he can actually down him. But that's often like the pitfalls of most killers in their gameplay. They get a hit and they think, oh okay, I can down him now. It's not as simple as that, but... He can't stalk JT anymore. He's stalked JT as much as he possibly can. And poor Tavion, he's not really got a grasp on time efficiency here. He's stalked JT as much as he can. He's given poured so much time into JT as well, with almost no profit whatsoever.
Except the fact that he completed his deviousness on him, which means that he can safely kill off JT if he needs to.
Oh, and JT gets another stun. He's trying to heal himself with that medkit and does so. He picked up a emergency medkit somewhere along his travels from one of the chests. I'm surprised that Tavion's still trying. I mean, he's trying to chase JT, even though he's only a little bit in terms of built up of evil within. He doesn't have that much on the meter at all. And I'm surprised he's still ongoing with this.
So am I, actually.
Oh, it tries to juke. Oh my goodness! He tried going to the closet juke. And tried doing the loop around too. Oh. This could be... JT could go down here. Oh, he tricked him nicely there. And I think Tavion doesn't really know which way to go. Like, finally he's got the gist of... Finally he's got the idea that he's actually left the shack area. But how much time has Tavion wasted on JT?
Way too much, I believe. Out of the last remaining 5 rated, at least 3 have been brought up to 99 progress.
Well, JT obviously has 8k bonus already. I don't think anyone is surprised to see that, considering how hard he's been chased. And still, like, I'm wondering if the other survivors feel the need to get involved in some of this, because JT's just getting all the boldness points right now. He could well have over 10k by this rate.
Blamed it this for limiting it down to 8k.
Well, now Tavion's finally found Mikkel. And he's now attempting to stalk Mikkel whilst he's being looped around the shack. And now actually Tavion's lost Mikkel. Yeah, Mikkel's certainly not having a fun round this filling in as killer. And it's no surprise to see why he feels more comfortable playing and competing as a survivor in this league season. He's found Red though, and Red is in real trouble here. She's a moment away from... Oh, he went for the hit instead of going for tier 3. And that surprised me. You gotta go very quick down here. Instead he gets one hit. Stalks Inuj to get tier 3. Opts not to go for Inuj because he couldn't see him behind that wall, which is really bizarre. And has now lost Red. Momentarily, has seen Red's trail, can hear her in agony, has got sight of her. I don't think there are any pallets nearby for you, Red. I think... oh, there is one there. And gets the stun. JT is working a generator. He is about to pop it. Oh no, he's going to leave it at 99. Oh, of course, he's only got half circle full on his pip for objective. That's how hard he's been chased.
Yeah.
Inuj is hiding in the basement. Red's gone down. And she's not close enough to that pallet. Tavion walks right through it though. He may have walked the wrong side? Oh no, Tavion doesn't know where to go. He's going to lose Red. He's got the longest way round possible.
That's a wiggle free.
Did Red actually manage to get a pallet stun out of that? Because she dropped the pallet when he was recovering from the wiggle. Yeah, from having freed herself.
Yeah. Those were free 1,000 points on boldness for Red.
Inuj, sorry, I mean Tavion did see the auras of the... Well, we could see the auras of the basement hooks from his perspective. I don't know whether he acknowledged them or not. But he managed to get Red down. Oh no, he's forgotten about Red completely and he's gone for Mikkel instead. Who doesn't have much in the way of boldness points. Or altruism points. Does a great job of juking Tavion though. Meanwhile, JT has found a map, and obviously that's going to help him quite a bit in terms of objective points, which he needs more than anything else right now.
Exactly.
Again, leaving it at 99, he's not popping it.
Considering the fact that the survivors are still really strong in this current game, I personally would say that it would be unwise to pop any more generators before someone gets in great danger, so to say.
Indeed, yeah. There's no real need to hurry right now because JT and Mikkel have only been hooked once. Oh! Oh god, he narrowly missed that hit! Mikkel was quite fortunate there.
Oh, that really was close.
And NUJ is here as backup if needed. And I feel like NUJ takes the hit instead. Now he needs to be careful. He's being stalked a little bit, but I feel like Tavion hasn't quite developed the sense of knowing when to stalk and when not to, because he's trying to stalk in areas where he's being looped and has very limited line of sight on the survivors. And he tries to attack them when they're in plain open sight. He's getting some stalking points on NUJ at least, just then it was in the open. Tried a simple M1 hit instead of a swing. NUJ is just looping him around. He finally popped a gen, which is the upstairs one in the ward. They're popping another gen. I think they're ready to just pop the last one and get out now. I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I believe so too.
And still NUJ is being chased by Tavion. They're just running with each other and pointing out the gens. And still NUJ is holding in there. He's got Bloodlust 1 though, and I think NUJ is going down. Yes, he is. Red's gonna pop the last gen. And JT's opening one of the gates already. And is this NJ's first or second hook? No, it's his first hook. So they still got quite a bit of breathing space, other survivors. Tavion's really not been hooking them plenty enough times.
I think so far this is the second hook in the game. I'm not certain.
Maybe.
First hook was Mikkel, and after that now in. So yeah.
He's got tier 3 within though. I think he's looking to get Red. Oh, Red run into a rock! And she goes down! And he's going to go after NUJ as well, who's just been unhooked. NUJ doing the smart thing, leaning away. JT getting the second gate open because he needs those objective points. And again, they're going around this loop. There's no part though this time. He's gonna... Doesn't even need to be tier 3. And NUJ goes down. There's another hit, but there he stands on that hill looking out for the other survivors. He's about to lose tier 3 though.
The smart thing he should have done is take the opportunity and pick up Red, bring her to her hook, and then try to see if any survivors would come for her aid.
Exactly, because, well, that and the fact that Inuj had already just been unhooked. So there wasn't really that much point in chasing him down if he was going far away from all the action. I mean, in chase points, he's already got Max Hunter anyway, so... Finally finds JT though, gets a hit on him. But no more stalking to be had from JT, so... He needs to focus on getting some more Beavis response from other people. This is really not at all a favourable position for Tavion to be in right now, because he's having to basically patrol around Inuj's body whilst Inuj can't be hooked. He spotted Red injured. Well, actually no, Red wasn't injured, but spotted Red, decided not to go for her. JT's just burning through his map, even though it serves no real purpose at this stage of the game. I think Tavion caught sight of Claudette's hair sort of whizzing through the mist. I know I saw it in my view, I'm not sure if he acknowledged it too, but didn't look as though he followed onto it. He's still not sure where any of the survivors are. Mikkel has found the hatch next to a bunch of rocks. Now where exactly is that in relation to... It's by the atrium window.
It's to the right of the entrance to the asylum if you go outside.
Red's gone out, so is Mikkel. Just JT and Inuj. Now, I've got the feeling that JT's staying in for that hatch, because he was low on objective points, but Inuj? He needs the survival points badly. Like, he didn't survive the last game. I would say he should probably not waste a second longer and just head out of the stage. There's no more objective points to get, except for hatch, which I think JT's seemingly prepared to wait for.
Not to mention that Inuj is already on objective, so there really isn't a reason for him to stay, unless he wants some additional boldness. And he finally committed.
Yep, and JT got the hatch. So with that said, JT makes that 26,396 points. Inuj does make it home with 21,715 points. Red with 20,827 points. And Mikkel with 18,871 points. Tavion only scoring 19,806 points in the end. And there we have it. I think after that, I think JT's got a rather convincing and very solid lead. Further cementing his lead in the standings areas after that game. Certainly had a much better scoring run than Applesauce did. And I guess we'll have to wait and see if Dr. Pudding can do anything similar in his game, because he's in the top 3 with JT and Applesauce, and I think he's playing in the next game with Red, Schnar, Porkchop, and Mr. Dragonator as the killers. So that will be very interesting to see, but yeah, we are running a little late, guys, so we're going to have to cut the stream here. I'd like to thank you once again, Junrei, for podcasting, even though your keen sense of smell brought us some doom and gloom.
Don't put the blame on me, I just sense stuff.
I'm just kidding, man. But thank you again for joining me. It's a pleasure as always.
No problem.
And yeah, I'm not entirely sure who's going to be streaming the next one. It won't be me, I know that. But yeah, it will be on the same channel, twitch.tv/Maverick_Warriors. Until then, thank you for tuning in and stay tuned for the next game. See you guys.
Bye.